played every other game. Like, did it come as a surprise?
Yeah, I feel like I've been a constant throughout the lineup this year, and I know where I provide value. So yeah, but I think that it's just it's a constant process and trying to improve, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Was it a chance to reset when you get a time off? It's only one game, but does it do anything for you mentally?
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit, but obviously you want to be out there with the guys, you want to be out there competing, so that's where I want to be. But like I said, I'm excited to get out there tomorrow.
I guess Justin too, there's the understanding that Sheldon has his options, right? Connor comes in, scores a goal, and he's right there.
Yeah, no, I think Timmy's been playing great, and he's really done a great job in terms of Connor Timmins. Obviously, Lily's been great too. But yeah, so it's good to have the kind of depth and those kind of options, and I'm just looking to get in there tomorrow and do my part.
What's the biggest difference when you're with Rasmus versus you played a lot with Giordano, of course?
Yeah, I love playing with both guys. Ras is really active in the rush, jumps into the play a lot, gives you an option coming up the ice in the neutral zone. Gio as well, but Gio's maybe more of a dependable guy and uses his mental acuity a little bit more and just kind of his institutionalized knowledge. But they both provide value in different ways, and I really enjoy playing with both of them.
How did the Habs give you guys trouble this season?
They play fast on the rush, and they wheel around quickly in the neutral zone, and I think we haven't done a good enough job of pushing them out of the middle this far this year, and it'll be something to focus on tomorrow.
Now that you've been in the league for a while, you kind of went through it where you were out of the lineup for the last season. Make it easier to digest a thing like that when it happens?
I'm not sure it's ever easier, but it is something that I know that I've clawed my way out of before, and I'm just trying not to worry too much about it and just play how I play.
Is there an area of your game you want to be better at?
I think maybe just some of the details, getting hold-ups for guys, like for a partner, if he's going back for the puck, getting a hold-up on a guy so you can't forecheck him as hard. That'd be one example, and then just smaller details kind of like that.
Coming out here and playing with the best in the world every day is a lot of fun, and obviously it's very good to learn from too.
Joseph, do you know what the plan is? Obviously it's a back-to-back. We're guessing you're getting one. Do you know what's the deal this weekend?
No, right now I'm just taking it day by day, like I've said before, and when I get my name called, I'll be ready.
So you shaking out the leg? I don't know if that was just a normal thing for you, but did you take a puck? Or?
No, it was all good. Just staying loose in a drill. Didn't see many shots in that drill, so just trying to keep the body moving.
What did you take away from that first start of the season with the Leafs? Is there anything you want to build off from that?
Yeah, I think I had a good opportunity to take a look at video with Curtis and learn some goalie-specific things to improve on. But for me, it was an awesome experience, and I think a little bit of a confidence builder, showing myself I can play at this level, and hopefully continue to grow every game I get a chance to play.
Realizing you don't know what the plan is, but would Chicago be a special place to play for you, being so close? I don't know if you hated the Blackhawks growing up.
Yeah, it was always fun to watch the Blues and Blackhawks go at it. I think either game would be pretty special, to be honest. Playing the Canadiens at home, or getting to play close to home. So I'm excited for whatever comes my way.
Have you had much contact with Matt Murray? I know he's out right now, but have you been able to mingle with him at all?
Yeah, he's an awesome dude. Just having him around the rink and being able to talk to him a bit has been nice. So I hope wishing him a speedy recovery, and hope to see him back out there soon.
Is there anything in particular you've taken from him? 2 Stanley Cups, it's so much knowledge, I imagine.
Yeah, I think watching him on the ice, just he's very cerebral in his approach, and I think that's something I also learned a lot from Freddie. So I think they're both similar in that way, that they're pretty stoic people on the ice, and I think that's an important trait for a goalie.
Were you a little shaken up there at one point in practice?
Yeah, Timmy's stick just came up a little high, caught me in the one side of my jaw, so not ideal getting hit in the face, but that's part of a physical sport. Sometimes those things happen, so I feel pretty good, so just happy it wasn't anything more than what it was.
What have you noticed about Joe Woll since he's been back up here for this time?
Well, he's obviously been having a really good year coming off of the injury they had, and he's just just always got a smile on his face, just a lot of positive energy to him, and just very upbeat all the time. And you continue to marvel, I think, at his talent. his ability to never quit on a puck and always have a chance. But I think with that, you can continue to see, I think, the fine tuning of his skill set, and as a goalie, all those things that are really important, and those continue to evolve, and the confidence continues to grow for him, understanding the pro game and obviously the NHL level. So obviously sky's the limit for him, and he's got a lot of potential for us.
Don, what does it do for the group? Maybe the answer's obvious when you're not falling off the cliff with the third option in net, and he is as good as he is, and maybe he would be playing more on another team.
Yeah, I think having depth in all positions, but I think we know how important goaltending is, and from Murr and Sammy to Waller and Schaller, and the depth that we've really started to show in that position has been tremendous. So I think it gives the group a tremendous amount of confidence and belief, and obviously it's just great that we know that if we do our job, most of the time, those certain shots or certain looks that we give up or that the opponent generates, that they're going to get stopped, and we're not asking too much from our goalies. So just pushes us to do a good job in front of them, and we know that they're going to handle the load that's required at times. So, but obviously goaltending's key, and we have strength there in the position.
What's your sense of how Matt's handling the long way off? Obviously, we haven't seen or spoken to him in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's working extremely hard, to get back, and obviously just getting over that hump of what he's been feeling and working through. But I think he's still really level-headed. I think he really shown that coming into the year, and then obviously a tough break early in the season as well. And he came back in great form and played some great hockey, and was just extremely confident. And gave the group a lot of confidence. So I know he's just kind of staying with it day by day and continuing to progressing it better. And as difficult I know it's been on him, he stayed level-headed really well and is progressing.
What was that special teams work like? Is it a different feel today with the power play?
Yeah, it was different. We did it a little bit earlier in the year, and Matty coming back in and just trying to get some puck movement, just get the pace up a little bit. I think our execution probably wasn't the best last game, and it's always good to kind of change it up a little bit, give it a different feel from a certain way you work on things, and obviously we want it to be a difference maker, and when we're called upon to create looks. But I think with the type of players that we have on the ice, not just create the looks, but obviously finish on opportunities and be a top unit in the league, especially in key moments. So just a different change of pace today.
What is it about Montreal that's giving you guys some trouble this season?
Well, they play off the transition extremely well. They skate as well as any team, and especially like I said, on the transition. I think the point that they're at their season right now, they've as what I've seen lately, some newer faces in their lineup, some different guys, and just going out there competing, playing hard, playing with confidence, and anytime you play Toronto, Montreal, it always has a good buzz to it. Obviously. Oldest, most historic rivalry in our league and our game, so there's always that excitement to it, and always have to expect their best.
How much do you know about Marty Walsh and coming in HLPA again?
Not a whole lot. I wasn't very connected to the process, but we obviously had a great committee that were really diligent, really thorough. Some guys that I'm personally really close with, so looking forward to talking to them and hearing more from what I've already heard from them in the past, and just the updates you get throughout that type of process. So excited about it. I know they put in a tremendous amount of work and time, and doing everything they can to solidify that position amongst the players for the foreseeable future. And Don's done some tremendous work for us and coming in and really helping over the last number of years, and now handing it over to Walsh. It's exciting for the union.
Well, you have Nylander, but a little bit in the shadow of you, Marner, and Matthews. But are we seeing the best of Nylander this year?
Well, I think no doubt. I think the results show that. But I think you watch the games, you watch the way he's playing, and how much he has the puck on his stick. How much opportunities creating. I think the trust that that continues to grow with him without the puck, and playing more on the shorthand, playing more shorthanded and defensive situations. So I don't think he's in a shadow. I think you're just seeing the evolution of him becoming more and more an elite player, more consistent player. I think the skill set's always been there, but he's always been very driven, and he just has seemed to put some pieces to his game really well this year, and all the credit to him. I know how hard he's worked and how much he wants to be a difference maker and be an elite player, and always nice when you have a few elite players on your team. So it's been great to see how he's been carrying the load and been a catalyst for us.
He has that hallmark too of nothing bothers him, right? I mean, you guys who are the best in the game all have that if anything does, it just slips off his back.
Yeah, it's incredible, and I think why he suits the market here and playing in Toronto and all the attention so well, because I think he just has a strong belief in who he is and what he can do, and not wavering from that, but also accepting and understanding when he needs to be better and challenging himself. I think he recognizes that and the importance of that, but I don't think he lets his confidence or his belief in himself change, and it's really impressive and just different type of mentality than other players, and everyone's got their strengths and things that they want to be better at, but that's certainly one of his strengths, is his ability to turn the page quickly and just continue to be himself.
He's for 45 goals. Do you think there's still room for him to grow as good as he's been this year?
Well, I don't think any player you want to stop thinking about growing and getting better. Over the course of your career is an evolution of things, and there's ups and downs and ways you're trying to be better. Obviously, when you look at numbers and results, obviously those are, good indicators at things, but also at times other parts of your game grow when even maybe those aren't career years, or you're not capitalizing on opportunities. But the way your game is being built and the strides you take in certain areas, or the growth that you can have when things aren't going your way, or you're being challenged, or the puck's not going in, or you have to be better without it. So I think for him over the course of the years and ups and downs, there just continues to be that evolution, and you're seeing a lot of that come together right now, and then the challenge for him is obviously to continue that, so which I know he's driven to do.
Sheldon, what's Ilya's status?
He's out today with an illness, so we'll see where he's at throughout the day today and into tomorrow, and make a decision from there.
Would you lean toward Joe, though, going tomorrow night, Sheldon, at this point, do you think, or is that still to be determined?
It's to be determined.
Just on Ilya, obviously, besides the fact that he's not available today, he's had a fantastic year for you guys, and so too has Vitek, who was with Washington last year, moved on to New Jersey. Do you think sometimes a change of scenery can really help guys at that point in their career reestablish themselves?
Yeah, of course it can. Sometimes you do need to change. Sometimes you need to change just because a new environment can serve you well, and sometimes you need a change because maybe you need to look at yourself a little bit deeper, and make some adjustments in terms of your habits and preparation and things like that. I think every situation is different. Sometimes you see some teams and some players stay in the same organization and stay with it and keep getting better and keep working, and then they pop. Every situation is unique and different, but the most important thing is that the players put in the work, no matter where they are or what their circumstances are, and certainly in Ilya's case, he's done that.
How is Matt Murray progressing?
I think he's progressing well. He's been putting in some consistent work. Ankle's still not at the point where it's allowing him to do everything that's required to play goal in terms of his movements and all those types of things. So I think they're just continuing to monitor that and try to strengthen the ankle and stuff. But he's stayed busy and continued to see pucks and do the work that he can at this point.
Is there a timeline for his return?
No.
Sheldon, maybe the answer is obvious. What does it do for the group when Woll is the option, but you're not going off a cliff to that third option? And you have a guy that might even be playing somewhere else in the NHL.
It's huge. It's we saw it already this season with Sheldon. We used 4 goaltenders last year, and 4 goalies already this year. And Joe's done a good job for us. Last season did a really good job and got good experience. He's been great in the American League. Like we had talked about, I didn't think we gave him much of a chance to be very good the other night when he played, in terms of how we played in front of him. But he's got great talent. I thought he was excellent in practice today. So yeah, we're certainly deep in there, and when Matt's injury occurred earlier this season, and you have to rely on others, just like how many defensemen we've used this season here now. But the focus has just been get our team ready to play the next day, and don't make too big a deal of it. Just press on, and we've done a good job for the most part of dealing with those situations.
Is Holl getting back in tomorrow?
Yes.
And Timmins coming out?
Correct. Yes.
Why did you opt to go right back to Justin in this situation?
Well, I didn't intend on having Justin out for too long, first of all. I think he's, like I had said the other day, to me his game had slipped a little bit, but he's played a lot of really good hockey. He and Giordano, if I'm not mistaken, are the only two that had played every game to that point, and those guys have taken on a lot and have been very consistent for us and given us a chance to be that foundation, at least the two of them, and the constant in our lineup, and helped us through some very tough times. He is, on his worst day, he's a top penalty killer for us. So all those kind of things, you want to get him back in, but at the same time, you want to be able to let him know that we're not happy that his game had slipped, and you want to give opportunity to someone like Timmins. But the reality is that these are our 6 top defensemen. You want to get Halsey back in.
Did you like Liljegren's game with Giordano, that you decided Holl with Sandin for that dynamic?
Yeah, that's a big part of it, and that pairing's been very, very good for us as well. Sandy and Holl, I think that's one that we don't have a great sample on, but the sample we have has been just okay. But it is a chance for Holl to come back in and maybe have a little bit of a different look and different assignments, and a chance to pair well with a young defenseman. He's done very well with Giordano, or the different partners he's had throughout the season, but we'd like to see him step in and really help a young guy there. At the same time, Liljegren and Giordano have done a really good job for us, be it this season, last season, whatever the case is. So we feel pretty good about that.
It's only 2 games, but no win yet against Montreal. Can it be adding a little bit to the fire for tomorrow night?
Yeah, the biggest thing is that we just know how hard they play against us, and they've got good speed and skill and move the puck well. So, I don't think too much needs to be said for that.
Are you surprised to see, though, that the team is still fighting, even though Caulfield is hurt, Kaden Goulet is hurt, they have a ton of players on that injury?
I think, first of all, Marty does a good job of keeping them engaged, and, the young players they have play with lots of speed and spirit and energy, and I think some of their older guys I'm sure are feeding off of that. That's at least the vibe that I get. I haven't watched too much outside of the games that we've played against them, but you certainly feel it in those moments and in those games that they've just got good spirit and energy about them, and they just continue to make it hard on you every night, and if you're not at your best, they're going to beat you. It's not just us. They've given it to some other teams here of late, and they hang around in games and make it tough. So it's going to be an easy one to prepare our team for mentally. But going out on the ice and executing is a whole other thing, and we'll do what we can to have the guys in the right frame of mind to do that.
The special teams work today. I think we've seen that drill before, but is there any reason you wanted to go with that one today?
Yeah, just trying to up the pace in terms of moving the puck and attacking the net, and also give the guys lots of feel in terms of shooting the puck in the net and getting those touches. So it's just a little bit of a change, but a little bit of change in how you deliver it, but it's the mindset we want to have in terms of the pace of passing, the execution, and ultimately attacking and shooting it in the net. So it's a good way to go about that, and there's pretty high energy to it as well, which is a great way to end practice.